Hey everybody, what is going on today? How's everybody doing? Me, not too bad. It feels good to be back. How was your week away? Your week vacation? Some of you may have been happy with it, some of you not. I don't know, let me know, leave some comments. Wherever you listen, if you can, rate it, I would greatly appreciate it. So, this will be old news by the time it comes out, but Elder Scrolls Blades has since released for mobile, and I gotta say, it is interesting so far. The touch controls, and it is in early access, but the touch controls can be a little wonky. You gotta tap to go where you want. Of course, you hold the screen and move your finger to change the camera. When you get chests, it takes a certain amount of time to open each chest. So there's little things like that you would expect in your typical mobile game. But it's a very beautiful landscape. There are skills. There are, of course, your different races that you can pick. There's just so much. It's really incredible, and it's fun from what I've had and what I've played. Like I said, though, it's interesting. It is in the early access stage, so I'm sure some of these bugs, like I'd be going into a dungeon and there'd be a chest and there might be a pillar or a wall in front of it, or kind of in front of it, and I would be going and I would tap to get the chest, and I'd get stuck on the pillar, and I'd have to turn the camera all crazy, back out, redo the camera, go around, and then at that point, I'm good to go. So at that portion, it's a little weird, but when it comes to that, sorry, I'm trying to get this audio level just fancy enough and just right enough to be awesome. But I don't know, it seems like it's going to be fun, like a really fun game to keep up with and pick up on, and just sit back with your friends and enjoy. Maybe you playing your character, you showing someone else your character, them showing you their character. So it all kind of depends. And it's going to be a fun kind of experience to have that not legit multiplayer, but kind of couch co-op type deal. And again, it's really not co-op. It's kind of its own thing. I don't know how to explain it, but like I said, the controls, you have to hold the screen and you see this ring kind of go from red to yellow and a slight flash of green. And when it does, you can let go. Then you just if you let go in the red, you don't swing your sword. So you got to kind of keep your eye on that and pay attention, kind of what you're doing. And I don't know, there's a lot of attention to detail that you got to try and keep up with and make sure that you're just on top of everything. So it's a work in progress, but I think it's going to be worth, what they've done, what you can do, what you're going to be doing. And it's going to be a fun one. And sorry if you can hear a pup snoring. We actually rescued a dog, and he got neutered and all that fun stuff, so he's out and snoring in the background. But again, there's a lot to look forward to with Blades, and we'll see where they go from here. And another thing is, now Blades is open to everybody. The beta is no longer secure, so I hope you guys have played and enjoyed. And sorry this episode is up late. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I love you guys. and girls and everybody. But other big news is that the PSN ID change feature has been causing critical issues in some games. Now, on April 10th, it was announced that the much requested PSN ID change feature is coming to PS4 this week. But according to the PlayStation blog, changing your PSN name doesn't work for all games, and a small handful of games also have critical issues that may potentially result in loss of game progress and other data if you do change your ID. So that is something to watch out for. Yes, being able to change your ID is awesome, is amazing, but is it worth it to lose everything? Possibly. They do have, sites and stuff that you can go to for the information on which games will work, which games won't. So just make sure you keep that in mind. And there's another thing too, Nintendo's big switch, and that is Mario is finally going to mobile, but the console king faces tough competition. Now, Mario may win many races, but Nintendo has been slow when it comes to mobile gaming, which is true. They did plan a release of Mario Kart Tour and Dr. Mario on mobile this summer. So we will have to keep our eyes peeled to see if that actually does happen. And, Nintendo's ecosystem relies on its IP and its subsequent fan loyalty. So if it were to sell away titles to mobile, they would effectively be selling away control of its greatest asset. So is it something that's going to benefit Nintendo, or is it going to crush them? And, Nintendo, when it comes to like Pokemon Go and stuff, that's huge. And Nintendo also is a part owner of Pokemon. So it's hard to say what's going to happen. And then you have Super Mario Run, which, I don't know. It's going to be hard to see. I don't know if I necessarily want to see Nintendo games. I mean, that's what a Switch is for, instead of being on your mobile phone. But some old like PlayStation games, like Castlevania Symphony of the Night and shit like that, I would love to see on mobile. So, I don't know. We will see what's going to happen, what the future holds for us, and see what's, coming up. I mean, I'm sure everybody's ready for the Nintendo Switch XL. So, interesting stuff is coming in the gaming world. And yes, I know this is a shorter episode, but again, it is a comeback from a much needed time of rest to be able to please your ears with some game stuff. So again, thank you for joining me on the return. Be ready for the awesome stuff that is to come. And don't forget, stay nerdy, stay geeky, and most of all, stay retro as fuck.